Hi, welcome to a new episode of the Week in 7 Questions, delivered to the EU even on Labor Day. Let me welcome this week's guest, Benjamin Haddad. Ben, how's it going in Trumpland? Hope you haven't imbibed any disinfectant.
And I'm staying away from UV lamps. What's really interesting here for a foreigner is to see the federal system at play. Different strategies and timelines according to states, governors, and cities taking the lead. It's a very different sight from centralized France.
Just like Germany. Many in Europe feel that the US government is doing a terrible job in fighting COVID-19. And yet, some claim that the US will recover more quickly from the recession and find a vaccine before everyone else. So who's right?
Well, look, many governments on both sides of the Atlantic lagged in their responses, and they were not helped by the lack of information that was coming out of China. We shall be humble. The US is the epicenter today, but when you look per capita, it still stands behind many European countries. And yes, in the long run, considering the recovery package that was voted unanimously by the Senate, maybe the US will get out of this faster than the EU.
Well, Ben, seems like the rivalry between the US and China will be the defining conflict of the near future. How bipartisan is this in the US?
The competition with China is almost the one thing that Democrats and Republicans could agree on. Nancy Pelosi recently warned Europeans against the use of Chinese provider Huawei for their 5G networks, just as the administration did. The debate will be about how they go about it, including European and Asian allies creating a common front or pursuing a unilateral approach.
So what should be Europe's role in the US-China row?
Europe is America's best asset in its competition with China. This is about the kind of rules we want for the international system, on trade, on property rights, on human rights, on privacy, on the environment. If you're the United States, you're stronger with the largest integrated single market and norm setter in the world on your side.
And how can the EU best resist Chinese arm twisting?
By staying united. Look, in Europe, countries where populism is the strongest are also the most open and vulnerable to Chinese influence. We can develop a common strategy for critical infrastructure. On 5G, the technology is European. On food security, on supply chains, on investment screening, we're stronger together.
So Ben, give us a look into your crystal ball. Does Biden really have a chance against Trump in November?
Well, I threw away my crystal ball in 2016. But yes, it's going to be competitive and an open election. It's very hard to predict, and everything will play out in a few key swing states that Trump carried with a thin margin last time. But his base is staying strong, and we're not seeing much of Joe Biden in this current moment.
Well, Ben, with you being French, which Nouvelle Vague movie most resembles the state of transatlantic relations?
Well, you know, Roland, these last few years, I'd say the transatlantic relationship has been a mix of Truffaut's 400 blows and Godard's The Contempt. But I'm an optimist, and friends fight, but they make up, just like Jules and Jim. But let me add something. You know, don't watch new wave movies in quarantine. Life is already dark enough. We have great French comedies like OSS 117 and or Very Secret Service that you should check out and stream.
Well, this is indeed a very good time for watching European cinema. Enjoy the weekend and à bientôt les amis.